posted a strong operational performance. What's the launch pipeline? Is Realty back on track as a sector dynamic? All these questions really, which we're going to pose now to Mohit Malhotra, the MD and CEO at Godrej Properties, joining us on the show right now. Godrej, hi. Mohit, hi, morning. Thanks so much for joining in. With 16 projects now launched in FY19, of which I understand over 10 have happened in the second half of FY19. Are the rest on track, would you say that?
Yeah, hi, good morning. Thanks for the invite. We are very happy that we, could do 16 launches in FY18, which was as per our guidance. And, we are very excited given the consolidation which is going on in this industry. The launch pipeline looks very good. And, we are very confident that the launches would go on track.
Okay. The sector, though, Mohit, continued to see a continued liquidity challenge and continues to face the same. How are project additions shaping up in terms of location as well as the turnaround time?
See, actually, sector is going through a major changes. If you look at over the last 2 years, we had major regulatory changes. It started with demonetization and GST. Then there was the introduction of RERA, which led to a consolidation drive happening in this industry. Now, the recent liquidity crisis has only accelerated this trend. This has really benefited, players like us, and we are very confident of adding many more projects thanks to all of these major regulatory changes. Given our balance sheet, given our execution capability, given our brand and strong connect with the customers, we see this as a huge opportunity time for us. And, we look forward to adding many more projects in this particular phase.
What's the overall trend that you're seeing in the sector, and also your outlook when it comes to liquidity for smaller players, what it's looking like currently, how the situation is shaping up?
So I see overall the trend is very clear that, the large players are doing very high sales. If you look at our Q4 performance, we had the best ever quarter in terms of sales. Q3 was also one of the best quarters ever. So, we see a trend where large developers are doing extremely well. And I think it's a very clear trend which is going in this industry where consolidation is taking place. Smaller players who were doing development are now moving to their core competency of handling with the land. And players like us, we don't engage in land, we do joint ventures, are focusing on development. So I think industry is kind of maturing. People are going back to their core competency, and I think it's a very, very good phase which the industry is going through. And I think I see a very positive future.
Mohit, hi there, good morning. What is the view on REITs? Are there any plans in the pipeline?
So I think REIT is a very positive development for the industry. I think it brings liquidity for the commercial assets, and I think quality commercial assets will get developed. In terms of our own plans, we have our Godrej fund management platform with whom we are exploring all opportunities, including, REIT platforms for our commercial assets.
Okay. Now, housing unit sales have recovered from the post-demon lows that we saw. They're up about 30 to 40% year on year. Have you outperformed the industry?
I think, we have been performing very consistently over the last, few quarters. I would say if you look at the trend over last 2 years, we have really outperformed the industry. Just to give you a perspective, in FY18, we were, our stated vision is to be amongst the market leader in the top 4 markets which we want to operate, which is Delhi NCR, Mumbai, Bangalore and Pune. And I'm happy to share that in each of these markets, we were either number 1 player. In NCR and Pune, we were number 1. In Bangalore, we were number 3, and in Mumbai, we were number 2. So I think clearly it is showing that we are outperforming the market. And I think I would not be surprised if the same trend continues in FY19. We are still waiting the market data.
Right. Can you just give us some details as to whether or not
we are delivering as a company?
Yeah. Okay, Mohit, just wanted to understand what are the new joint venture developments right now? Can you tell us a little bit more about what is in the pipeline and any sort of a timeline that you have in mind for this?
So as we have been guiding, this is going to be the best year for us in terms of business development. We have a very strong balance sheet. We had raised equity in Q1. Given our sales traction, given the brand strength, given our execution capabilities in the top 4 markets, I think this is something which we are very positive about, and we would be happy to share some positive developments in near future.
Okay. Mohit, it is a joyous moment for you, considering you've already, made record bookings in the 4th quarter, the highest ever booking so far, really. But tell me more in the near term, say in the next 1 year, what is the kind of target that you have internally? And do you think that you'll be able to better what you've clocked in Q4 of the previous financial year?
See, we as an organization, we don't give guidance, any future guidance, but I can say that we have very ambitious plans. We have obviously been completely outperforming the industry, and we would like to continue the trend.
Finally, Mohit, GST rate cuts, how are they helping or not helping? What's the impact?
I think it's a very positive development from a custom point of view, and I think it is going to spur the demand in the industry. So I think overall it's a positive development and something we welcome.
So can you give us a status then on that target that you had of launching 1 new project per quarter in 4 major markets? What is the update here?
So we had launched 16 new projects, in FY19. So I think that's clearly something which we are now demonstrating in the market. Just to give you a very high level perspective, in some of the markets like NCR, we have actually done 2 launches in the same quarter, both in Q3 and Q4. So, we are also pushing ourselves to the next level of saying, can we do 2 launches in each market instead of just 1? And I think that's the next step which we are internally building our competencies and capabilities towards.
Mohit, also wanted to understand, what do you think has driven the good response to affordable housing projects? And is that where the future is as opposed to luxury?
I think there is, we are dominant in the mid-income segment, and I think, there is a huge demand with the middle class. I think there is a very large opportunity in affordable housing segment, especially in terms of sizes, and, we are very happy to participate in that segment. Just to give you a perspective, we launched a project in Pune in Q4 in affordable housing segment, and, we had a very strong response. We sold more than 700 plus units in this particular project in record time. So I think clearly there's a very large demand in affordable housing segment, and we intend to capture that in our sales as well.
Open to acquiring any stressed players? I know you prefer the joint venture route, but would an acquisition even be on the cards if the case merits it? Is there something that you're looking at the moment?
See, we are, given our balance sheet strength, given our brand, given our execution capability, we are extremely keen to, take aggressive positions in each of our critical growth markets. We see a lot of opportunities today in the market, given the liquidity crisis and the distress in the market. We would like to partner with some good quality players and, use this as an opportunity to acquire more projects. And we had recently announced a project in Pune where we had acquired a portfolio of assets. So I think there is, we see this as a first amongst many.
All right. Good chatting with you today, Mohit. Thanks so much for joining us. And good to hear that things are looking up there for Godrej.
Pleasure speaking to you.
And the sector. All right.